We're tracking a story about a Supreme Court decision on a case involving a Border Patrol officer who was on U.S. soil when he shot and killed a teen in Mexico.
And we show you more about a special type of sporting arena, one that might remind you of the Wild West.
Plus, a feathered new addition to the Phoenix Zoo may look small, but its impact could be huge for the state of Arizona.
Cronkite News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Cronkite News on Arizona PBS. I'm Gabriella Collage.
And I'm Kevin Thompson. Thank you for joining us.
How far do constitutional protections go? The Supreme Court will consider that question in the case of a Border Patrol officer who was standing in Texas when he shot and killed a teen in Mexico.
It's a ruling that experts say will affect a nearly identical case in Nogales. Julian Parras reports from our Washington bureau.
The latest on President Trump's tariffs on Mexican imports. He tweeted earlier today that if we are able to make the deal with Mexico, and there's a good chance that we will, they'll begin purchasing farm and agricultural products at very high levels starting immediately. President Trump goes on to say that if they can't make a deal, the 5% tariff is scheduled to start Monday. Arizonans could feel the impact with higher costs to produce, cars, and more.
Everyone's going to feel the pain because tariffs are a polite way to say taxes. So right now we import Mexico times 4 is Arizona's largest export market. We also import $9 billion worth of goods. So let's just do simple math. If you're doing a 5% tariff, that's a tax of $450 million. And the president has threatened to ratchet this up to 25%. That's billions of dollars.
President spoke out against the tariffs. In fact, he called for a demonstration on the Mexico-U.S. border tomorrow to protest the tariffs.
President Trump wants Mexico to do more to stem the tide of migrants coming from Central America to the United States. Record numbers of migrants have been making their way to the border, and as the weather heats up, crossing from Mexico into Arizona becomes more dangerous, even deadly. Cronkite News reporter Marcela Bayeto went to Tucson to learn about how medical examiners identify human remains found in the desert in hopes of providing closure for families. Crosses for 2018 isn't out yet, but the chief medical examiner says he's hoping to publish the report in just a few months.
Jury deliberations are underway in the criminal trial for a man who helped migrants with desert crossings. Scott Warren says he volunteered to help migrants by providing water, food, and shelter. Federal prosecutors say that Warren conspired to harbor 2 migrants. His trial has drawn attention to human rights groups who say the Trump administration is increasingly targeting border activists. Warren is one of several volunteers recently charged with misdemeanors related to their border work, although he is the only one that is facing felony counts.
The federal government is opening a new mass shelter for migrant children near the U.S.-Mexico border. They are also considering housing children on 3 military bases to add more than 3,000 beds to the overtaxed system in the coming weeks. Migrant children will soon be sent from the border to a complex once used to house oil field workers in Texas. The new space will be used as emergency facilities. This expansion comes after the government announced it would cut recreation, English language courses, and legal services for the more than 1,300 immigrant children in its care.
The deadline is closing for Governor Doug Ducey to act upon several controversial bills. So far, he signed emergency legislation allowing several Navajo Nation children to keep attending a private school in New Mexico using state money. He also approved a plan to take out 20% of annual increases to corporate tax credits that fund private school scholarships. Governor Ducey has until tomorrow night at midnight to act on the other bills.
Officials at the Grand Canyon National Park are lifting water restrictions after repairing a damaged pipeline. The pipeline supplies water to one rim of the Grand Canyon right now. Most of the water services have been restored for now, but drinking water will remain off at the Supai Tunnel on the North Kaibab Trail. However, rest areas along the Bright Angel Trail and other major stops will provide drinking water. There are 4 new baby pygmy owls at the Phoenix Zoo. The babies hatched just a little over 3 weeks ago and are currently being cared for by 2 pairs of adult owls. These baby pygmy owls are native only to Arizona, southern Texas, and northern Mexico. They nest inside the holes on saguaro cactuses. There are believed to be less than 100 of the pygmy owls in Arizona.
And we've officially hit triple digits here in the Valley, and it doesn't seem to be letting up anytime soon.
No, it does not. Ryan Sundin has the latest weather update. How's it looking outside, Ryan? Well, out in New River, there's a special type of sporting arena, one with a Wild West type of vibe. Reporter Lindsay Amundsen checked out Larkin Memorial Arena, home to mounted shooting competitions. The mounted shooters will now begin gearing up for the Lakota Western U.S. Championships in Las Vegas starting on July 24th. They'll be competing against mounted shooters from all over the U.S.
Coming up next, we take a look back at the top stories of the week. We'll show you how to prepare now for the upcoming monsoon season so that you're ready for the wind and rain.
And honoring Muhammad Ali by making sure his name is a permanent part of downtown Phoenix.
A program at the Maricopa County Jail uses the arts to help incarcerated women move on to the next phase of their lives. It's a program designed to reduce recidivism. Producer Sabina Zofcik and photographer Juan Magana have the story.
For new beginnings. Everyone has a journey, and some are more difficult than others.
I was a felon on probation for possession of marijuana, and I caught a misconduct with the weapons charge, and that's what's really sending me to prison.
Arsenia Ruiz has been at the Estrella jail for about a year. It hasn't been easy, but she's trying to make the most of it.
Well, I wanted to open up and experience the programs that they had here.
One program that's helping her find her way is a Journey Home.
Journey Home helped me find my inner self. I mean, I'm a very outgoing person, but Journey Home brought something deep inside of me that I don't think I could ever express or tell anybody else.
Journey Home uses the arts to help incarcerated women learn trust, self-confidence, and find a new way to look at the world. And they do all of this through the use of art and performance.
One of the things I think is really important about art and culture is art and culture has a way of making the unfamiliar familiar.
A few days a week for 6 weeks, the women meet with 3 coaches who each have their own specialty in art and therapy. For Ruiz, the art helped her see a different side of women in the jail.
Maria is one of my inspirations. She's been with me this whole time I've been in here. But when I seen her painting, it showed another side of her. It showed she was hurting. She had other feelings that weren't coming out as she was every day.
And those feelings are on full display when the women present a final performance. There are other therapy programs at the jail, but even the staff admits there is something special about Journey Home, particularly in how it brings the inside and the outside worlds together.
It's an incredible experience for them to find that unity, find other people that have experienced maybe some of the similar things, but definitely have some of the same feelings and issues that they've experienced in their life.
It's also a way that you're able to connect with the communities inside Estrella Correctional Facility and outside in the greater community to which you will return.
ASU Gamage started the program in order to reach a population that wasn't being served.
ASU is about taking challenges, global challenges, and finding solutions. Our criminal justice system has many challenges. Incarcerated individuals have many challenges. ASU hopes to solve some of those challenges.
And the people involved in Journey Home note that helping these women ultimately helps us all.
At the end of the day, it is so worth it. If you can touch and change one person's life, the whole world is better.
They say the population of incarcerated women is increasing, while every other incarcerated population is decreasing.
Definitely the affirmations. Definitely the affirmation.
Victoria Cleto is a Journey Home alumni. She says Journey Home taught her a different way of living and gave her some coping tools she still uses today.
A lot of confidence. I was a shy, angry little girl who, at the time, so it helped me through confidence, believing myself, trusting my sisters, trusting other women.
For Ruiz, the journey is ongoing, but she knows a few things she'll be taking with her.
Journey Home means, someone gave me the chills, it means this is the end point of the bad, and I'm on my way home. I have grandkids waiting for me, my kids are waiting for me, and it's my journey home to a better life.
It's not easy getting into the program. The women have to apply, and only 11 out of 1,100 get to participate.
There is something about music that seems to bring people together. Located a few miles north of downtown Phoenix, Ziggy's Music provides a welcoming environment for people to join together and to create something special.
Hi, I'm Dion Hawk and I'm the owner of Ziggy's Music. We have teachers, we have a full staff to take care of equipment in line.
Eddie Detroit, playing the drums, is the drum teacher at Ziggy's Music.
My name's Eddie Detroit. I'm a jazz drummer and I teach here at Ziggy's Music. But I did something in punk rock that no one else did, and that is add conga drums, playing them at Chaplin speed with a punk rock band.
But there is more to just music lessons that entices Phoenix locals to visit Ziggy's.
I came into this kind of realm to do music and everything through my grandfather.
Yup, that's right, that is the original Ziggy's Music Store owner that started it all. Ziggy's is filled with history and the love of playing music that brings together a variety of different people that all have the same love of music.
The thing I like most about my job is probably the people. That's it. You're all set. Thank you, Benny.
You scratched the hell out of me yesterday.
Ooh. Hey, hey.
There is a story behind every song, but where songs are made, there is history. For Cronkite News, I'm Sabina Zofcik reporting.